Hello Reformers and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia, and as you can see I've improved and updated the patch number so you can actually find that in the description down below. And we are going to be focusing this time on a Cleric, and I, as far as I'm aware, have been told that there are a bunch of new options for the Cleric. Now, apart from that, I'm going to be putting in the description a straw poll link, and you can vote on what you want to see going forward, so what kind of full series and which class you want to be focusing on for the foreseeable future, whether that be the Barbarian, the Necromancer, the Unarmed, Fighter, the Bard, any of the class showcases that I've so far done. And you can vote on those, including this one even. So maybe wait until you've seen the end of this video to actually vote, unless you already know what you want. Anyway, we're going to be a human for this, because I've basically played every single other race with the exception of human, so we're going to do that. And I think we're going to probably play as a traveling merchant. That's probably going to give us a little bit more charisma. Shop assistant is probably going to do the same. And we're going to be a Cleric, because we need as much charisma as possible for faith. Oh, select the alignment of your deity. An evil deity. Let's do it. Alright, so let's... Oh my, look at this. Select your patron deity. So now this is exactly the reason why I wanted to play a Cleric this time around, because there are so many options here. I have no idea. The Stormlord... Wow, there's a huge amount here. Okay, so the God of Fire, as far as I'm aware, is something that people have been telling me is very good. So I guess Talos, we're gonna follow that. It seems like it. That's the only one that mentions fire at the very least. So let's do it. Why not? Alright, and what else are we gonna... Religious fervor. Of course we're gonna do religious fervor, and we're gonna be mounted this time around. And then we're going to be... I already know what our name is gonna be. We're gonna call ourselves Human Cleric. I know. Yes. Very, very imaginative, isn't it? Okay, so let's take a look. What's our faith currently at? Whoa, our leadership and trade is absolutely insane. Our faith is currently at, well, 5. I'm hoping for a little bit more than that, so let's just boost it up to 17 charisma. And then we have 5 skill points. What do we want to do? We could do more persuasion. Persuasion seems to be maybe an idea. And maybe some magic defense as well, because we don't really want to get killed instantly. And let's just do persuasion at the end of that. I could have done prisoner management, actually. Okay, so let's just do all of those points once again. Let's do 1 in prisoner management, just so that we can take a couple of units prisoner whenever we so desire. And some pathfinding there. Magic defense and persuasion. There we go. Alright, let's get some more throwing weapon proficiency as well, because we're probably going to be using fireballs and things like that. And I think that seems like a Cleric to me, doesn't it? That seems like a Cleric. So let's do it. Alright, so who are we going to be joining, you ask? Well, that's the thing. I have started in the Nord territory as far as I'm aware. Yes, I have, with the dwarves. I've started in the Vaegia territory for the elves. I have not started in the Khergit Khanate territory, but being a Cleric and joining the Khergit Khanate, that doesn't really make any sense. So I think we're probably going to start in the Rodok territory. Let's do it. There we go, and we complete the quest, thankfully enough, because in previous versions that actually wasn't working as far as I'm aware. So anyway, we are going to be going into the tavern first off, and Deshavi and Bunduk are here. Well, that's interesting. Okay, shall we just get them both? We should just get them both, because I think most of them join for free. I'm not entirely sure if Bunduk joins for free. 200. It's basically free, isn't it? Alright, so I have 650. What kind of gear do we have? We have a robe, wooden shield, we have a club, we've got some tools, holy symbol. Alright. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just check real quick. Can I not do that here? No, I can't do that here. Maybe I can check in the tavern. Ah, there we go. Alright, so have a look here. What do we have? We have the heal, the obligatory heal, of course. We have a damaging spell, which damages nearby enemies, decreases nearby enemies' damage. Makes nearby allies immune to fear effects. That's pretty nice. Might make nearby enemies run away in fear. Ah, that sounds pretty cool. And then, of course, we do have the other abilities that we've already seen on the Paladin. Okay, so I guess what we're going to be doing is mostly attacking the undead, because that is obviously something, well, that clerics do, isn't it? Yes. So let us... I guess we should use... I guess we'll use Rodok units. I'm a bit skeptical about that, to be honest, but yeah, I guess we're going to use Rodok units for the most part. I mean, maybe I should... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use wizard units instead, because we're right nearby to the wizard units, and I've actually never used them before, so I guess it's going to make sense for us to get them. And unfortunately, I have a feeling that we're probably going to have some difficulties completing tournaments with this particular character, but who knows? Maybe we'll be surprising ourselves. But we're going to need to do a little bit of something before we're able to even join a tournament. So I'm going to try and find some bandits, hopefully pretty soon, and all of these mages are probably going to level up very, very fast. I mean, they're extremely expensive. Look at that. Well, I already have journeyman mages, which are 31 per week, so I suppose they're the ones that are mostly causing the drain on our resources, but ooh, this is going to be tricky, I feel. Yeah, this seems a little bit trickier than even the Necromancer start, so I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do this. Ooh, I should have gone to the Blazing Hand, shouldn't I? Yes, should have gone to the Blazing Hand, but we have already kind of seen those in a previous series, even though I'm not entirely sure if they've changed in this version, so maybe we want to just check those out a little bit later on, but for now, I'm going to try and find some bandits to fight. Alright, so we're going to be doing battle against some of the new bandits. I don't believe we've ever had a look at the Corsairs. Haha, get the landlubbers and the booty. Ah yes, they're after the booty, that's for sure. Anyway, I made a brief stopover in the Blazing Hand territory, and I picked up some female novices, as I believe they become cavalry, and it might be kind of nice to do kind of like a dual feature on the Blazing Hand and the Wizard faction, because we haven't really taken a look at those. And oh yes, I should also mention that I've also renamed ourselves to a veteran, because how could I not? How could I not? I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but there we go. I've thought of it now, so I guess that's good. Anyway, we're going to, well, I guess, did I choose the right god? Because as far as I'm aware, I was supposed to gain an ability that was capable of dealing fire damage 255 times. In other words, there was 255 charges in the spell, or whatever it may be. So I'm just going to use this. Ah, Flame Strike. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Okay, let's get that. Ah, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is very, very cool. Okay, so basically what this does is it has made the magic weapon that you get a little bit different, so that obviously changes dependent on the deity that you use. Not entirely sure. Maybe I need to be. I think I've worked it out. I think I need to be a little bit higher in faith for us to be able to gain the fire damaging spell that I'm thinking of. Perhaps that's it, but yeah. Anyway, I'm having a lot of fun with the spear. Anyway, I don't really see a necessity to worry about it too much right now, considering we probably just need extra faith. Alright, let's use this. Really? 9 damage? Are you serious? Come on now. You could do much more damage than that. Ooh, okay, speaking of much more damage, apparently he's able to do a lot more damage like that. That's perfectly fine with me. Alright, let's get out our club once again, because I think that's probably going to be a little bit more effective for us. And these fellows don't appear to be very effective, unfortunately. So let's just heal ourselves a little bit. We're going to try and do the damaging spell as well. At the moment, that's not really going to happen because I don't have a lot of faith power. That, you know, just healed myself, obviously. But yes, let's see if I can maybe just do a little bit of extra damage here. I didn't really want to send in my wizards because I have a feeling that they're probably not going to be able to deal with these Corsairs very easily. I mean, you know wizards, they're not very good in melee combat, so... yes. That's a bit unfortunate. Thank you to the female novices, however, because they're actually doing a pretty decent job at keeping the mages alive, so... I guess that's good. Okay, now let's use this. Okay. I actually don't know what that did. Okay, it says harm clicked. I'm not entirely sure if that is meant to do that or whether I need to be off my mount or something. Ah, there we go. It actually deals damage when you're off your mount by the looks of things. So maybe I just need to do that in future. Yes, thread the needle with our spear and try and poke him in the back. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, so that was pretty cool. We actually got to test out a couple of abilities. And I'd actually like to try this out next time, because I think that could make a bit of difference to how many units we lose. So let's try and do that in the future as well. We have a bunch of different things here. I'm not entirely sure if magic is affected. I mean, considering we are using magic, I think it's probably best not to use any of this heavy armor yet. Alright, so I have now arrived in Blazing Hand territory after a, well, pretty arduous journey. There was quite a few things that wanted to attack us, but thankfully we had a pretty decent army to ward off most enemies. But what I'd like to do now is try and join the Blazing Hand. Oh, there's Grandmaster Ternalia. I don't think I have a lot of renown. No, I have 25 renown. That's absolutely awful. But maybe what we can do is join as a mercenary or something along those lines. Ah, here we go. Okay, so maybe we can do this. A bandit lair. Some shadow warriors have a bandit lair nearby. Okay, so I have actually leveled up quite a few times as well. I'm actually level 4 at the moment. I've sold my gear that we gained from those Corsairs to gain the money that you see in my inventory at the moment. And we have 3 points. And what are we going to be doing with those 3 points? We're going to be speccing that into charisma, thank you very much. More faith is required. And I think we should probably go for some more leadership as well. Am I literally gonna go for a non-combatant? That probably doesn't sound very good, does it? No, it probably doesn't sound good at all. I'm actually wondering whether magic power affects the abilities that are used by the faith skill. In other words, do they improve the damage of the faith abilities? Not entirely sure about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna improve my iron flesh a little bit, I suppose, just to make sure things are all good. And you never know, maybe we're going to be using throwing skill at some point. Maybe there's some, there's going to be some particular spell or other that is going to give us the need for it. But anyway, let's try and find some vassals, shall we? Because we're going to need to speak to them if we want to become a mercenary for the Blazing Hand. Let's just actually go in here just to say hi and, get it discovered. There we are. Oh, this actually gives you a huge reward for going into... Oh dear. Hello there. Okay, so this is going to be a bit interesting. Now, we do have a couple of Blazing Hand footmen. We have 3 of them, actually, because I went to one of the villages and they had well-trained troops, and I got 3 of those for 300. So, maybe we're going to be okay, but we need to be a bit careful still, because these are greater shadow warriors. Pretty decent units. So, let's be a bit cautious here. Alright. Okay, well, we could do this. Negative energy burst. That will harm the living and heal the undead. No. We want to do this. Positive energy burst. Okay, so let's try and do positive energy burst. Can we do this actually on our mount? Yes or no? I don't know what happened there. Turns or destroys the nearby undead. Okay, let's try that. Are these counted as undead? I would assume they are. You cannot turn undead while mounted. Ah, of course. Of course. Okay, well, come on, let's try it then. Oh, this is not good. Or maybe it is. Oh, okay, yes, I actually just got absolutely murdered, but we did kill a huge amount of them in the process and gained 2 levels. We literally gained 2 levels from that. I don't even know how much damage we did, but oh my, okay, yeah, we're gonna need to retreat from this. Amusingly enough, these guys are actually very powerful. They are very powerful, so we're gonna need to maybe level ourselves up. Maybe we can try and run a little bit, but as you can see, they have a Shadow Assassin, and they're probably gonna be extremely difficult to eliminate. So let's just continue to improve our faith and leadership skill. And we're just going to basically build it relatively similar to how we built the Paladin, which, yeah, I realize is not necessarily the most innovative, but yeah, it technically is the best. So let's just level ourselves up, well, heal ourselves up a little bit there. And bear in mind that we don't have the auras. The Paladins are the ones with the auras, so if you're looking for, the haste spell and all that sort of thing, then you probably want to go with that. But the Cleric does have the Fyhrr spell, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, if you're looking for breaching sieges very, very easily, then the Cleric is certainly the way you want to go. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try and buff ourselves up a little bit. I gotta say that undead spell was insane. That turn undead spell is absolutely crazy. Alright, so let's see if I can do something here. I doubt it somehow because these guys are very, very difficult to pin down because you can see here they have just such a huge amount of dodge that it's really gonna make a... Well, it's not gonna make much of a dent. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, there we go. And did I turn those? I think I turned those. Okay, I'm not dead yet. Not dead yet, but this guy is going to be trying to take us out. Ow. What? How did I not die? Oh, I got healing. I got healing from some of our forces. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. Yes, that is a bit of an issue. Okay, so the issue I have right now is that the Cleric is unfortunately not able to really handle himself right now because I don't have any Power Strike. Yes, no Power Strike, that's probably the reason. But I really should have just healed myself. But then, on the other hand, the Shadow Warrior probably would have had an easy time of eliminating us even so. Now let's see how our forces do. I mean, it is a greater Shadow Warrior as far as I'm aware, so he's probably going to be pretty difficult to eliminate, but if we have enough units attacking him, we should be okay. I can't tell them to charge in now, by the way, so they're just going to dance around him a little bit. Wow, they actually eliminated him. Fantastic. That was pretty good. Alright, well, not too bad. 4 renown, 5 morale, and we did lose 9, but that is to be expected. And really? There's still 3 of them left? I really don't want to fight them anymore. Thank you very much. You know what I should do as well? We should probably get some surgery and wound treatment skill so that we can be a true cleric because, well, we're basically a medic, aren't we? Oh dear. That's not going to go well. Okay, can I actually just wait in here for some time? Because these guys are going to track us down pretty easily. Maybe. Am I moving faster? Oh, I am moving faster. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so that's great. Because we're now at 20% HP. Veteran is not happy. But I think this is actually pretty cool because the addition with those, those other skills and everything, certainly making a huge difference in how much variety you have to use in these engagements. How much party size do I have? 143? Yeah, that's because of my leadership skill, by the way. So, yes. If you're looking for big amounts of parties, then you probably want to go for leadership. And let's just go for a little bit more in polearms as well. Alright, so yeah, that seems like a pretty nice initial look at the Cleric. And if you'd like to see more, then let me know. And just a small reminder that there is a voting link down in the description, and you can vote for your favorite series. And then we'll see which one is the most popular and which one wants to be continued. And what I'll probably do is the 2 most popular ones will then vote against those and just see what's going on with that. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.